All right, let me ask you this. What does wake up and work mean to you when you see that phrase?
When I see it, honestly, when I see wake up and work, I think like no matter what, there's no sleeping in, you know what I mean? If you're not successful, you gotta get up and put in the work. No excuses, no matter what you're feeling like. That's just basically sums it up to me.
That's the best thing about the brand. That's why I ran with it. So when I chose to create Wake Up and Work, it was almost about a year ago. It was back in December.
Yeah.
Actually, everyone that watches this probably knows or has seen videos of Garyvee. Everyone knows who Garyvee is. About 2 years ago, I passed a clip of him on YouTube. It said, "Who the fuck's this clown?" Ranting and raving about marketing and social media and this and that, and I passed it up. About a year ago, I came past another video. It had to do with him wanting to own the Jets. I'm from Jersey. I'm a huge Jets fan. So I started watching. Immediately after 5 minutes, I watched video after video after video after video of Garyvee. Probably for a good month, I probably watched 15 to 20 videos a day. And it got to a point where, like, I've always been about fitness. Fitness is my passion. That's where it lies, going on 5-6 years now. So to me, it was more so waking up at 5:30, 6 a.m. every morning, and I would just tell myself, wake up and work, get to the gym, this and that, do what you gotta do, because I was working 10 hours a day, 11 hours a day. So my whole mantra was wake up early in the morning, get to the gym, get in, get out, go to work. Right after work, I'm back in the gym working out again. Fitness is my passion, that's where my heart lies, so that's why I chose Wake Up and Work. So it was pretty much a gimmick to start. It was a gimmick for myself to kind of influence and just get myself motivated to wake up and go to work. And then it started to click. A couple months passed by, it was nonstop. I was waking up and I was working. I wasn't just working out, I wasn't just going to work, I was setting goals, I was setting a plan for my future. I had this whole vision that I wanted to run with. And then, people started using the hashtag wake up and work, wake up and work. People started snapping me back, wake up and work, yo, I'm waking up and working. And it started to catch on, so I ran with it. And then after months and months and months of watching Garyvee, I put a plan together and I was finally able to understand what I was not only just passionate about, which is fitness. It's very important for people to connect to their passion, to their purpose. Exactly. And my passion was fitness. It has been and always will be, and that's where I want my future to be. And my purpose, something I've always been big on, is helping others, influencing others, motivating others, whether it's my friends, family, whatever it may be. I've always been that way. I've always felt the need to kind of push people in the right direction. I've always been kind of, I'd say, a natural leader at heart, and that's something that I've always wanted to do, was to propel myself into a position to help other people out. It wasn't always easy for me growing up. I've been in hard times. I mean, everyone's had their troubles, but sometimes I had to force myself to get to that next level of not only believing in myself, but believing in my goals, my ambitions, and my dreams. I don't like to say dreams because I like to turn them into goals. When people turn their dreams into goals, they're able to formulate a plan to kind of get to where they want to be. So I think it's very important to connect your passion and your purpose into one. And I think before people start doing that, they're going to have a hard time figuring out what they want to do and where they want to be in life. So Wake Up and Work, to me, it kind of hit me as a sense to wake up, more so metaphorically, kind of understanding where I'm at in life, understanding where I want to be, and realizing my opportunities, my capabilities, and the possibilities. Possibilities are endless. Exactly. Just being a human being itself, it's crazy to think that so many people have a hard time figuring out how to be successful, right? Like, everyone thinks it's this some complex formula that it takes to be successful or happy. And everyone has their own definition of being successful and being happy. To me, it's rich in knowledge, it's rich in health, it's rich in love, it's rich in friendships, it's rich in adventure, and rich in relationships. None of it's about the money, none of it's about the sales with the brand. It's the sole purpose is the message, the meaning, and the purpose. And that's what I want to get across. And for me, I understand the opportunity at hand here, and I believe in myself enough to make this a global influence. And that's my goal. That's my long run, end of game goal. Global influence to sort of help people along the way I was able to help myself get out of the rut time and time and time again, and get to a place where not only do I believe in myself and my own brand and what I've began to create, but I know I'm going to be successful. There's no doubt in my mind. It's just a matter of time. And that's the other thing. The biggest thing is patience. I'm someone that's never had a lot of patience. Yeah. And it's grown on me over the last 2 to 3 years, and it's to a point where I understand good things are going to take time. But it's important for people to realize, in order for that to work, you got to go to work.
Exactly.
You got to go to work on yourself. You got to go to work on your goals. You got to go to work on your ambitions every goddamn day until you get to a place where you want to be in life. And the hardest thing people have understanding is you got to put in the time and the effort and the work, no matter what it is. And without that passion, without knowing what you love to do and what you want to do every day for the rest of your life, without connecting that to your purpose, I think people are going to have a hard time being successful and happy, and they're always going to be lost until they figure out how to connect the two.
Exactly.
And the thing I live by the most is ambition. Self-awareness, number one, it always will be. You got to know what you're good at, you got to know what you're great at, and you got to know what you love. When you know that, the rest takes over. But without the ambition to be successful, to be happy, to be creative, to leave a legacy, so to speak, without that kind of ambition to really know where you're going in life and what exactly you want to accomplish, you're not going to be successful. And the tough part is getting people out of the mindset that they're not worth it, that they have to settle, that they have to have a boring 9-to-5 job. People have this idea where they have to conform to society, and I've always been, let's say, different, so to speak. I've always wanted to be different. I've always wanted to be a leader. I've always wanted to do my own thing. I don't want to have that average 40-hour-a-week 9-to-5 job. I want to make something of myself that I'm proud of, and I want to leave a legacy for my family, my loved ones, and my friends that they are also proud of. It's not about money. It's not about the sales, the brand. Again, it's the biggest purpose for this brand is global influence with the message, the meaning, and the purpose. Those are the three things that I live by with this brand, and until that happens, I won't stop. That's the whole goal.
Love it. That's a dope message right there. I'm feeling it. I understand what he mean by it. And I definitely think it's gonna grow. Definitely. A lot of y'all need to take that knowledge. Like, that's some real shit right there. Excuse my language.
Nah, it's all good. I'm Italian. We're used to it. But no, seriously, on a serious level, it's so important for people to realize the time that we're living in, how much opportunity they have, how many possibilities are out there, and what they're capable of. The hardest part, like, I come from a part of my life where I was down all the time. In college, I was a drunk. I dealt with anxiety. I wouldn't say I dealt with depression, but a lot of times I was lonely. I never felt like I was going to get out of the hole. I was always looking over my shoulder for my next bill. There was a time where my car got impounded because I had no registration, I had no insurance. In the middle of college, pulling it in the middle of the day, police pulled me over and impounded my car in front of the entire dorm room. And I was shameful. I was